few months ago, I redesigned this space almost from the ground up and turned it into what you see now, which is my YouTube studio home office space. So far, the studio has served me super well, but naturally, as you sort of live and operate in a space, I don't know about you guys, but like the day after I posted that video, I already had some things I wanted to change. So what I thought would be fun to do is just an update video, adding things to the space, changing things, what I feel like would make this space just a little bit better, one step at a time. First, we're tackling this section of the room. It's just kind of like a backdrop in my main studio shot, and I want to move these guitars out because they're a bit busy and add a new piece of furniture with some props, some set decoration, and maybe some lighting. And secondly, we're going to be dealing with what's happening under the desk. When I first built this, I never really dedicated much time to managing where the cables were going to be. So we're going to take care of that, but we're also going to add a Philips Hue light strip underneath the desk just for some ambience. Third, we're going to tackle what's happening on the desk. Just going to clean things up, swap a few things out, add a few things to just better help ergonomics as well as the studio shot functionality. It's gonna be awesome. So without further ado, let's take a trip to where all my dyslexic brothers and sisters go to die. IKEA.
It was a heart attack, a wake-up call, to get up off the couch and stand up tall to see the world outside. So you don't die, stop missing the party, it's a hell of a ride. Graceland, it took me 35 years to see that house with its gold-rected tears in my hometown. And that's my fault, I let myself down, I kept dropping the ball. That's on you, that's on me, say it out loud for posterity. We all make our own mythology, and that's on you, and that's on you.
Okay, so now that we're home with all of the different stuff from IKEA, we can finally get started on this project. You've probably put together IKEA furniture before yourself, so I'm gonna stay pretty quiet during this section. I liked this color the most. I felt like it matched, or at least was closest to the other pieces of furniture in the room. Putting it together was pretty easy, you know, it's honestly just two big boxes. After screwing together the two boxes there, I moved on to installing the two doors. With the doors on and the shelves that I didn't film, I just started decorating the top with some foliage and a new lamp. I don't know, I really like the way that this turned out. It's a lot stronger. It's a lot cleaner. So with any cable management project, the first thing that I like to do is just start from ground zero. Get everything out and just sort of take inventory of what I'm using and what I'm not using. I also quickly wanted to check to make sure that this power strip that I've been using for a while would fit, and I liked where it was going. So in order to mount everything and organize the cables best, I needed to take a little trip. There's no better place than Micro Center to get all of this kind of stuff. They've got, power strips, they've got zip ties, cable covers, tape, Velcro, even some weird clips just to, mount cables in random spots. First up was mounting the power strip. Just used a couple of small screws to firmly fix it in place. When you have a standing desk, there's always cables that are gonna kind of hang down from the top to the bottom. So to better help that solution, I got these cable track covers, essentially just to cover up the single plug that I was running from the top of the desk to the outlet here. I used a couple and, cut them to size and just fed the power cable through it. This was a pretty simple install. Just, ran the cable through the cover and then attached the little corner cover to make it look nice and neat. I think it looks pretty good, and it's much better than it was before. Now on to the light strip. I got this nice roll of tape to sort of help me with this, but first I wanted to make sure that the light strip would fit and where I wanted it to start and end. After I figured out where I wanted the light strip to go, I just took the tape and put a long strip on the back of the desk. Mounting the light strip went pretty much exactly to plan, except at the end I was a little long, so I did have to cut it. After plugging in the power supply box, I just wrapped up the cable and plugged it in. From there, I just started plugging different monitors and speakers and everything else that needed to be powered into the power strip and wrapping the cords up and hiding them in the little tray above. Now onto the top of the desk. The first thing I wanted to change was the desk mat. Hexcal sent out their black leather wrist rest and desk mat. This thing is awesome. It's super high quality. It's really soft, and I really liked just how simple it was. Both the wrist rest and desk mat actually have magnets in them, which, I don't know, it's just a nice plus to have. The wrist rest is super plush, and I love the way it looks.
Well, glad we got that on camera.
So after that major fail there, the last thing that we're going to be changing about the top of the desk is adding a monitor arm. Hexcal sent out their counterbalance monitor arm. I really wanted a monitor arm for that second monitor that you see on the right there, because I oftentimes use this whenever I'm recording a video, putting some notes up on the screen, and I just prefer to have those kind of things mounted vertically. It's also a ginormous monitor, so I wanted something that was heavy duty and something that would be strong enough to hold it that high off the desk. The install process was pretty straightforward, and I love that they provided tools like this little hex key. Really made everything super straightforward. I really like the way that the studio is coming together. It's starting to really look like the way that I had hoped from the beginning. In a perfect world, I'd be done, but I still need a mouse and maybe a docking station. Knowing that I have a managed cable solution under the desk and a cleaner, better looking backdrop for my main videos, I really feel like this space is starting to look great. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here's a clip of what the studio shot looks like now with everything in it. My first home office update video is there on the right side. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. And if you're looking for more film related content, I'll let YouTube decide what's on the left. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.